This is the guy George Outdoors, and in this video we are pioneer camping at George L. Smith State Park. This state park is kind of like halfway between Macon and Savannah, and I've made a video here before called George L. Smith Worth Going, and I'll put that in a link right there or maybe in the description below somewhere. And it's a pretty cool place. They have several hundred acres, big lake, it's a mill pond, cypress trees, a lot of kayaking, and they have campsites, they have cabins, but on this trip we are pioneer camping. Well, we have this place to ourselves. We are way back here. They have two screened in like houses or buildings, whatever you want to call them, so you don't have to bring a tent. They got a grill, they got a fire pit. They have a bathroom, but it is basically a glorified outhouse. My wife was not a big fan of that one, but it gets the job done. You don't have to go use a tree. And we have some people from our church coming, and we're gonna have a good time. Tomorrow, we have a guide bringing us some kayaks, and we're gonna go on a kayaking trip. I'm gonna show you around the Pioneer Campground, what it has to offer. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you there is a couple water spigots, but there is no power. So you're gonna wanna make sure that you are prepared for that. And I'm gonna show you kind of what you can expect if you come and book this place. $40 a night though. You can't hardly beat that. And you're extremely private. This place is packed this weekend, and I haven't even heard one other person make a sound. So kind of like it back here. All right, and these are the sleeping arrangements. I'm not really sure what you'd call this, a little cabin, a screened-in porch. Not exactly sure, but there's two of them. They're about the same size. Let's go in there and see what they have to offer here. No locks, so if you're one of those person, may not be the place for you. But in here, no insulation, no modern amenities at all. Probably hence the name Pioneer Camping. So you just check, make sure there's no spiders and all. But it gets the job done. Let's go check out our other one. This is the other little cabin or cottage, whatever you want to call it. And this one is wheelchair accessible, so don't let that be a issue there. And inside here, we get the same thing as we have on the other side. Same size, same dimensions, same basic layout. Out here we have a nice fire pit with a grill top. It came with a really nice grill as well. I wish I'd have known that one. Wouldn't have had to brought my own, but that's a pretty good sized grill. Several picnic tables. And if you were so inclined to, do like some of the people in our church and bring your own tent, you can do that here as well. They've got a lot of flat ground for you to do that. Whenever you're camping, nature is bound to call at some point, and they do have that considered. It's not exactly a Ritz-Carlton bathroom facility, but it will get the job done. This is their bathroom facility. Basically just a glorified outhouse in here. Nothing fancy, no lights. They do got toilet paper and they got that. I'm probably not going to show you down that hole because I might want to make it demonetized, but it goes way down there. And boy, the aroma is nice. So you gotta love the smell of nature. This one's actually a two-seater, and so you can be sitting in here, and your buddy can be right through there, and y'all can talk with Morse code. And you gotta love the flies going around in here. So they did take care of the bathroom facilities, so that is one check. You don't have to use a tree. This is the only modern amenity that you have here. A hand washing station, a dishwashing station, a showering station, all that built in one. That's your spigot. And we did bring that soap ourselves, so that is us. But let's just face it, why do people come to George L. Smith? It's not for the campgrounds or whatever, it is for this in front of us. They're several hundred acre cypress pond, cypress lake, whatever you want to call it. So let's go down, it's just a short walk from the campground. So you have access to the entire lake just from right here, maybe a good 50-yard hike to the campground right there. So you can, if you bring your own kayaks, you can just put them in right here and you have access to the whole lake fishing. A couple ladies were fishing there today and one of them caught a pretty nice jackfish. So there are some fish in there. I've fished out here several times with not a whole lot of luck, but apparently you can catch something. You gotta love a sign like this, especially when your campground is right there. One of these Diamondback signs. So we are in Diamondback country, and if you're wanting to be in one with nature, this is the place for you. The Pioneer Campground, George L. Smith State Park. Check it out, $40 a night. Tell them Blake sent you. That won't help you out at all. It won't get you no discount, and they probably don't know who I am, but say it anyways. I do apologize. I turned my camera off, and sure enough, I seen the water roll and caught this. This is one of the best bass, actually the only fish I've ever caught at George L. Smith, but I can confirm that they are there on top water. Nailed it. Love it, man. So I didn't have the camera rolling because my battery was dying, and to be honest, I hadn't really caught anything, but that's pretty cool. All right, this is my first George L. Smith bass. You can catch him. I'd say he's in the 3 pounds at least, maybe a touch more. I'm being generous, but here we go. That fish is right there, 2 inches under me, and you can barely see it. That's how dark this water is. All right. That's it. We survived the night. Sleeping was not the best area I had in the world, but I was nice and dry, so you can't complain there. We just got done kayaking. The tour guy was very good. It was Mill Pond Kayak Tours, and he knew the lake as good as anybody, so we had a great time there. Got everything cleaned up and we're headed out. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you ever thought about coming out to George L. Smith, by all means check out our previous video and this one, and hopefully that'll help you make a good decision. It was a lot of fun, and I recommend the Pioneer camping back here in the back if you can tough it. But until the next video, this has been the unofficial, no doubt incomplete guide, George Outdoors.